I have a question for you.
Pause. Before you ask your question,
Okay.
I have to say, Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to me. We don't want a copyright
you.
infringement. I don't know if that song
I
anymore.
don't think
It
it's.
used to be. You used to have the. That's fun fact. Fun fact for both of you. In movies, that's why they never sang it, and they always got the part where they were like,
Well, who owns it?
some family owned it. Whoever. I think it's finally up, and uh, there now it doesn't have any ownership, but for a very long time movies would not use it because it was too expensive. They couldn't put it in the budget.
That makes me wonder now. Okay, so you can't sing Happy Birthday, or you can now.
You
What?
can now.
Okay, so like the national anthem.
That's different
Okay,
because
it's still
that's
singing a song
it
that
is,
is.
but it's government owned, which government is more freedom of speech. When you are singing something that is owned by somebody that is copyright
All
infringement.
right, Feliz Navidad. Dun, dun, dun,
That's also
dun.
free.
Oh, all right. Anyways,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, my
Thank you.
boy.
How old am I? I'm like 20, but
I believe, according to your birth year, you are now a total of 38.
38.
Yeah.
I've been alive longer than the Beatles were together at this point.
Well, you're jumping into a few different topics today,
Mhm.
but I just wanted to start off the pod just because your birthday just passed and we celebrated last week, and we'll get back into that.
Yeah.
But please, you said you have a question, and I might have an answer.
What is the oldest road in America?
I thought we went through this already.
Did we? Yeah, we did.
Didn't you say Woodward?
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Oh,
Look at me.
oh,
Whoops, dropping the ball.
wow.
Has a ball been dropped? Maybe.
Ever since you turned 38, you're not quite as sharp as you used to be.
So, okay, I'll give you another one. You know the Guardian building downtown Detroit?
Yeah, it's like a block over for me.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what that used to be?
A bank.
What was it before or after that?
You lost me at that.
It was actually headquarters for World War II.
All right.
And that's what they used it for when the bank shut down.
Well, did you know there's a theory that we
Okay.
know where Jimmy Hoffa's body's at?
Is it in the Rensen?
Underneath the Rensen
Underneath the
building.
Rensen.
Yeah.
I remember when they were looking for it.
Yeah.
I was working there.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Hat Brothers podcast.
Hello.
Episode 11. We took last week off
Yes.
only for the fact that
It
Rico
was-
Classic had a special somebody here, and I
I
really wanted
did.
him to just
And it was
enjoy your time.
Well, it was Father's
Fa-
Day too.
Well, not that people care about
Father's
Father's Day.
We care. Well,
Eh,
you know,
eh.
what'd you do on Father's Day?
Played softball.
Oh, look at this daddy over here.
Yeah.
So funny enough, she's probably gonna see this if this gets clipped. Her flight was actually canceled on Saturday for Sunday, so she stayed an extra day until Monday morning.
Well, when we went out for your birthday, she told me that she was leaving Monday. Well, actually, she was like, "I'm leaving tomorrow," and she's like, "Oh, wait, Monday."
Yes. So it's this is a funnier thing that happened because we were just sitting at my house and she was like, I have to, tomorrow I gotta
Sure.
and I was like, I just told her, and I don't even remember why this came up, but I was like, don't be surprised if you get it gets pushed back because lately Delta has been
Right.
not on their game, and I'm giving them some because I've heard this from multiple people, and I was like, and it gets delayed because they're in the morning they're a little behind.
Okay.
She's like, that's not gonna happen. Literally 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half goes by. She gets a text message from Delta, canceled.
Wow.
Reschedule a
All
flight,
right.
and she was just like and the biggest reason why she left Monday, not Sunday night, is because the only flight she could take on Sunday actually had a layover in New York, and she wouldn't get home until like 11:30 at night, and then on top of getting home at 11:30 at night, she lives like an hour from the airport, so that's like 12:31.
Yeah, I get that.
And then you have to work the next day. So
Yeah.
she was like, you know what? I'll just take the Monday flight, but super early one, because it's like you're getting up for work, right? You're not even doing anything
Right.
different. And then she just, was a little late for work. So yeah,
All right.
kind of worked out.
Well, from what I saw, and I got to spend a little time with you on your birthday
Yes.
that we celebrated last week, even
Yes.
though it was just this
Yeah,
couple days
of
ago.
course, yes.
She seems like a very sweet
She's a nice girl.
person,
Yeah.
right? You
Nice
seem
lady.
to be extremely happy.
Yeah, I'm smitten
So
by
I
her.
was happy to kind of finally get the opportunity to meet her, and I
Yeah.
know she supports the pod like
Yes.
heavily.
Yes.
And thank you so much for that. I don't want to say her name without permission,
No,
so
that's okay. We'll just keep her mystery
all
woman
right, great. So
for now.
his special lady in his life right now, and no man, it was awesome. I think you had a nice turnout. Shout out to
I
all your
did. Well,
friends.
not just a nice turnout. We got a booth. Shout us to shout,
Boogie
shout
Fever,
us to Boogie Fever, and I didn't
yeah.
pay for that booth.
Gave my boy a birthday booth
They
on
gave
the
me a birthday
house.
booth on the
No,
house.
that was super cool. And
Yeah.
shout out to your friends that all
Yeah.
came
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I see you, my boy.
And some of them support the pod, so thank you.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, even to like me, like, oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
you guys, we love you guys. And one of your young friends, I forget her name, Maddie.
Matt, yeah.
She used to work at the gym, and
Yep.
she's like
Madison.
complimenting, like, you've lost so much weight, and I was like, man, thank you so much for that. But no, I thought meeting some of your friends and meeting a couple that I met in the past, super cool, and I was happy that they showed you a lot of love, as I know they always do. You got
Yeah, no,
a tight
likewise.
circle of friends,
Yeah.
and I love that for you, man.
Thank you,
So
man.
no, it was a
Appreciate
great time, and yeah, I was very, very just wanted to give you your
My
flowers,
flowers.
as they say.
My lay.
And yeah, man, I love you, and I'm just proud of how far you've come. And wow, 38.
38. 38.
I remember when I was 38.
You know, not to like, hey, do you remember when you were like young and you would
Always.
look back at something like when you were like in your like 8 or 9 or 10 or maybe
For
even
sure.
11?
Yeah.
So I was, and this is why I brought up the Beatles, by the way, because I remember watching an infomercial that came on. It was like 30-year anniversary of the Beatles. In my head, clearly 2 of them were gone already, but in my head I was like, man, there's no way none of them are alive. I was like, they have to be gone. But now, now looking back, I'm like, they were only in
They
their
weren't
like
very-
50s
yeah,
or
they weren't very-
60s.
probably not even that. Honestly.
Not
They weren't very
even-
old
Not
then.
even. So I was like, I like, it's just funny how like we like perceive time, because we're like, we look at something that was back then and you're like, man, that person's got to be gone.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Like
too.
Rodney Dangerfield or something.
Well, the crazy part is too, like I just saw something recently on
Yeah.
these clips that I are always like I just come across random things, but
Yeah.
it was like kind of like the generation shifts, like
Yeah.
how almost just what you kind of said, like it in your mind you felt like they were a lot older,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but also too like those early generations they aged a lot quicker,
Well,
and then it slowed down. Like
yeah,
we have
yes,
looked
yes,
like we look more youthful at
Yes.
in our older age than our parents kind of did,
absolutely.
and now this newer generation they're looking older, very young.
Well,
So it's kinda weird.
Like, well, it's funny even to a point, because clearly we've come like we get better with certain things, but we've also plateaued with certain things. Like there's certain technologies, like if you go watch like The Matrix, or if you go watch like these movies that are like 20, almost 30 years old, you can't tell. Like certain movies you can tell, but a lot of movies really hold up, and I think it's just because we're like technology was already coming to a point like where it's like you could take 2 movies that were made like 10 years from each other. Back in the 80s, we could tell the difference from the 90s.
For sure.
We can't do that anymore.
Well, I'm saying more like on
I
on
know.
an age level, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
too is because like in the 50s, 60s, probably 40s, 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
70s, like smoking was a culture thing. So
Yes.
like our parents and their parents came up in like the smoking era where it was a lifestyle. You seen them
Yes.
smoking in restaurants. You seen them smoking in movies. Like it was a part of their upbringing and the culture, right? Well,
Well, we don't do that anymore.
we don't
right?
do that no more.
I mean, vaping, sure,
And
but smoking,
speaking, that's a great point because now the vape is the new generation, right? And then
Yes.
you can see the younger generation who vape, they are now looking slightly older than their age.
yes,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
they're getting because we don't. I mean, our age group for the most part, I don't feel like we vape that much.
No.
But it's definitely a younger thing.
Yeah.
And a few, like I said, there's casualties, sure, that do it. But you're absolutely right. They are aging themselves without realizing.
It's listen,
Listen, it
more
gets
power
in your
to them because
skin. It
I
gets
get
in
to
your
look a lot
skin.
younger than I get. So you know what? Let them be who they are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So perfect segue. I know you're about to jump into it,
Okay.
but because we talked about your 38th birthday,
Okay.
and I wanted to do a did you know in the year 1988. So that was the year you were born.
Yeah, I was there.
And you were there.
Kinda.
So I thought these were some cool things. And if you know, great.
Oh, I
But
might not
you
know.
probably I don't think I think
Yeah,
this
these might be where I get stumped.
well, I think so, but it's also more of along like it's a did you know, but kind of cool to just throw them out there
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, for
So I
sure.
only got a couple. So obviously 1998 was a wonderful year. My brother was born.
That's right. Did you
And
know?
not only was it a monumental year, but CDs officially outsold vinyl records for the first time.
Wow, I did not know that.
1988
CDs?
CDs.
Like, okay, because maybe again, this is us just being poor, but we didn't get a CD player until like at least 96 or 97.
Yeah, well, as you know, we
Yeah.
didn't have a whole lot, so
So,
we weren't really up to
well,
date
we
or
were
in
always like we
time.
were like cassette still, like
I
up
feel like we
until
were the
like
kids that got
95.
the hand me downs, right? Like we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
just a little bit behind when it
yeah.
came to certain things and
Yes, yes.
technologies and stuff.
That's crazy. In my mind, I was like, CDs are like freshly new.
So that was a cool one, but it
Okay.
was also a massive year for cinema with classics like Die Hard,
Uh huh.
Beetlejuice,
Okay.
and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Ooh, I like that movie.
I love that movie as
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah, me
Do you
too.
remember playing the video game?
No.
Bro,
I
Who
remember it, but I did
Who
not.
Framed Roger Rabbit was on the Nintendo.
Okay.
Love that game.
The original NES.
Yeah, I couldn't
See,
beat it.
that's why I didn't play
I
it.
couldn't beat it.
Well, to be fair, and let's take a second with that. The all the side scrollers were so hard back then. Like, let's not.
Yeah.
They were not easy. I think we maybe finished like 5 actual side scrollers in our whole time of playing like NES.
It was a
Super,
tough. Yeah,
it
it was
was.
tough. It was
It
tough.
was.
Or maybe we just weren't good. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's
It
hard
makes
to say.
It's hard to say, right? It really is.
I just don't think it was our cup of tea at the time.
So now we're gonna slide into a music or a song. So
Ooh.
the well, I'm a big fan.
Okay.
So top song of 1998, George Michael. Do you know which one?
Whisper, Careless Whisper.
No, that's a
Oh
little earlier.
man.
So Faith.
Oh, gotta have faith.
Yeah,
Faith,
dominated the
faith.
airwaves, becoming Billboard's end of the year #1 single.
Ooh.
That's not a bad way to end 1998.
Yeah.
And then TV sitcoms. Families gather to watch The Cosby Show, Cheers, and The Golden Girls.
You know what? I just started watching Cheers like 2 years ago or so.
Really?
I never. Well, like watching it with mom's different than like watching it like. I didn't realize he owned the bar, and he it makes sense why you like this show too. Because
Cheers was a great show.
I know,
Even though I was a kid, I probably shouldn't have been watching it
Yeah, I
because it
know.
was not really
Yeah.
for kids, but,
Yeah, but he was
amazing show.
he was a pitcher, right? Like, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense. Like, if my brother would like this because he's a ex pitcher. That's the reason why he owns his bar. Cheers, like
I
he
think
played for Boston.
it's such a good show, and then
It's very good.
it's because of that show that we get Woody Harrelson.
Yes, Woody Harrelson,
Yeah.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Woody, that was like his,
Yes, yes,
you know, and who doesn't love Woody? I love Woody Harrelson.
I agree. Woody's great.
Underrated,
Super underrated.
probably not considered a A-lister.
You know what movie I was thinking about the other day, just randomly?
Zombieland.
No, I'm gonna go one better for you.
What?
It's a bowling film.
Oh, Kingpin. Classic.
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 Classic Woody.
I love Kingpin, bro.
I know you do.
It's so
We've watched
funny.
it so many times.
It's so funny.
It is
That's
such a good movie.
90s classic
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
So, I had some good stuff for 1988,
Yes,
and
yes.
again, happy birthday, man!
worry.
I thought that was some cool stuff to talk
Somebody's
about.
birthday's up next, and it's not
Not mine. I got a while to
Mhm.
go. But
Faster than
what do you
think.
got for me this week?
Faster than a speed of love.
Oh,
Well, we're on the topic of 80s.
Okay.
GTA 5 finally got announced for a release date, which you better get a PlayStation 5. You and you. And a big reason is because sure it's coming out for Xbox, but they've already said, Rockstar themselves has said the best performance you're going to get is on the PlayStation 5.
of course. As what you know what?
Yeah,
But
I know.
really quick before that, because I just saw something recently, and it's on this right.
Yes,
Is it true that it's already banned in certain countries?
probably.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, it is, GTA as we know, and they stir controversy.
Do you remember when you first played the first GTA?
Part 3, yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. We played it.
Yeah.
I remember we played in my room. Like, I'll say this, because I didn't beat it. I don't know if you've ever beat it. It was fun to me, but I wasn't like wow just yet. And it was cool. It was cool.
I think in the beginning years, it wasn't really so much about the story for us. It was just the
Yes.
fact that we
You could do
liked
whatever.
yeah,
Yes.
we
It was
just
such a
liked the idea
sandbox.
of
Yes.
playing. This was something we've never had the opportunity. It was
You
almost
got it.
like an open world, the open map, right?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
like you didn't have to do the
Yeah,
missions to
you
still play
just
the
did
game.
whatever you
Yeah,
wanted.
and I
Yeah.
think because we were just such in awe. That was the
Yes.
big focus.
Yes.
It wasn't until I want to say for me personally,
5 for me.
San Andreas.
Really?
That's where
Did you
CJ.
beat San Andreas?
Yeah, I did.
I
So
did not know
yeah,
that.
so like CJ, and then to actually start to follow the
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
outside of just whatever you can do in the
Yeah.
side missions, that was probably the first one that I actually did
Really?
play all the way through,
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
it was sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah. I didn't. So it's funny. I played a little bit of Vice City,
same.
and that's what this is actually. GTA 5 takes place in Vice City, but in like modern times.
Sure.
And the map looks gigantic.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it looks huge. According to what they're saying, it's going to be $80 to come out. It's already up for there's a big commotion though about it too, and I'll get to that in a second. Um, the game allegedly cost $2 billion to make.
I don't doubt that.
I don't either because like the numbers, the original one did I think like $8 billion. So I'm like, okay, they're probably using $2 billion of that money, and that's not including like everything because the online one they have all that stuff they sell all year round. But the only thing is they're not making a disc release because it's too big.
I literally was
too
going to
big.
ask you like, how much memory is this game going to take?
They're talking 300 to 400 gigabytes.
So people are going to have to go buy those
Oh,
extra.
I already have one.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get your PlayStation 5, you probably will want to do the same. I got it because it makes it actually perform faster.
Sure.
And it's just a little bit better. And then it comes with like a gig, but it's like 860
Right.
something because you use like, but you can get either 1 gig or 2 gigs. I typically I got 1 gig, but
Yeah.
whatever you think you want.
Sure.
But so I'm personally not worried about that part, but a lot of retail stores are already saying they're not going to even because what they're doing is, and this is where a lot of people are kind of like, okay, is they're going to sell the box. Yes, they're going to
Okay.
sell you a case. In the case, there's going to be a code that you can buy the game.
For a better price or
Nope.
okay.
So a lot of retail stores are like, we're not selling this.
They don't want to
like,
deal with the massive craziness of it all, or what?
They just don't want to. No, they don't want to sell somebody a box with nothing in it.
I don't blame them.
No, so a lot of places are like, we don't want our hands in this. You can go to find whoever you want to, but us, like whoever it is, like I think Walmart's already like, nope. Target, those places.
Yeah.
They're just like, we don't want to sell somebody just a piece of paper in a box. Like it to them, it's just not worth carrying, especially if they still have to buy it.
So when's the release date?
The release date, they don't have one yet.
Okay. So
Not
what
an
are they
official one.
thinking?
November. Like early November, late October.
Mm.
So, and which I believe it because all the big releasing games are coming out in the September, late August window. So they're trying to get them out before GTA because they know that GTA is going to just probably crush everything after that.
I feel like the last quarter of this year is just going to be crazy between cinemas that we're waiting for to come out. This game has been anticipated for 10 years.
Longer.
It's crazy, right?
Because it's been since the last one. It's been 13 years.
That's crazy, bro.
So I mean,
Let me ask you this though.
Yes.
So I know, we've been a fan. So with part 5,
Okay.
did you play all the endings where you can kill one or the other, or did you not kill it?
I didn't.
Me either.
No,
I always kept them alive.
I was gonna say we did the exact same thing because I remember us talking about it. I'm like, you're like, yeah, I couldn't kill nobody.
No.
else. And I was like, me either. I was like, because it just doesn't feel right.
No.
You had a connection with everybody differently.
Yeah, like I'm like so, and with that, did you really get into the online play of it? Like I played a little bit on the online, but then I would just come back, and even though I was
Yeah, a little.
done with it, I was
You know
like
what
buying
though?
properties and like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
doing like side stuff,
yes.
right?
I played with you. That's about it.
Same.
Played with you. Played a little with my boy David, but outside of that, I wasn't like, oh, I want to go play this by myself
Yeah,
and
yeah,
go
yeah.
meet people. I was like, eh. Especially, I don't know if you remember that one time where that guy was in our server. We just kept killing his ass, and he was pissed and just eventually left. But that's because he was being a dick. So I was
True.
like, we were just like killing him every chance he came back.
Yeah,
Especially back then, it's way different now.
I'm sure.
We got there so early. I think it was like what 10 people in a server at a time
Yeah,
back
it
then.
wasn't very much.
Now it's like hundreds
Hundreds
of
of people,
people like in
right?
a server at a time. So they really built on it. And sometimes like, man, I wish I would have like kept in there, but at the same time, it is what it is, you know?
I'm good with it too.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, that's the biggest thing.
I
It
don't know
is
if my
what it is.
patience would still be the same at this age with those. Let's be real, shit talkers of these
Yes,
kids.
yes,
So
yes.
I think that would be a. I'm happy I'm not
Yeah, for sure.
in that that universe. We'll
Yes,
say.
yes. No, big time. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I'm pretty heavily anticipating to
All
see
right,
how
cool,
good it
man.
is, and hopefully by then you get a PlayStation. Just
Uh,
like you can always get a used. You don't have to get a new one. That's
it's,
what I did for my son because I was like, does he need? And honestly, can't tell the difference.
well,
You can't
I'll
tell
think
the.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think about
I mean, James Bond came out. That game got great reviews.
it. Have you played it?
I no, I have not. But
So,
that's more your game than mine. Let's be real honest here.
you know, I can appreciate you respecting your
Yeah,
elders right
yeah,
now. I
yeah.
can appreciate
Hey,
that.
but I know what you like. That's the thing. So I can be like, hey, I guarantee you'd like this.
I mean, you're learning something about me each pod,
That's
or
true.
episode, I should say. So yeah, I might have changed in my old
You
age.
said I might have changed, but you know what hasn't changed? The fact that we both seen Toy Story 5 separately.
We did, and I knew you weren't gonna take me, so that's why I went to see it.
Hey, to be fair, I went with my lady friend and Isaac. So
I'm not mad at that.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, maybe a little bit, but that's okay. And no, man. So yeah, we both got to see
Yes.
Toy Story 5.
I want to know what you shoot review first. I'll shoot review second.
Well, here's the thing. So for me, obviously, we talked about it on episode 10
Yes.
that who doesn't love the franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they are all good in their
Mhm.
own way. It's hard to
Mhm.
rank them.
Yeah.
And this one I enjoyed as well.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was good.
I thought so. And again, this is one thing I will always say about Toy Story. They're so good at social commentary, and like the big thing about this one was making friends just because tablets and like when you go to their house, you're just on a fucking tablet all day. And
yeah, I
that's-
think that was a great it was great to address that. And I think for me, I'm happy because I think right now too. In another movie I saw recently, I told you I saw a scary movie, right?
yes.
So for us, we're
And I
just
saw Supergirl.
I think we're just in a time right now where you can't even have an opinion
Yeah.
on anything
Yes.
because everyone is sensitive or people want to try to get you canceled.
Tired of all these women movies. Let's bring back the men in Hollywood. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're about to get canceled. But I thought that this was a great opportunity for them to address that, right? Like
Yeah.
kids have kind of gone away from being kids,
Yes,
really,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Or that pressure of they cannot be a kid because they're looked at funny for still being playing
Into
with toys, or even though Bonnie's 8, right?
Yes.
In the movie, like you're 8 years old.
Like 7 or 8. Yeah.
How was that a problem that you're playing with
That's
toys?
that's such a
And
weird thing.
that society, because technology has come in and it's in your hands, and that these kids like almost looked at her like she was.
Believing in Santa Claus at a
Sorry
too.
for spoiler alerts if you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but no, I thought it was a great way for us to remember like we are kids and they are kids, and
Yeah, absolutely.
it's okay to be a kid and
Absolutely.
enjoy these toys that you have because it is about the imagination, right?
Yeah.
It made me think about like having GI Joes and making
your own stories
my
and,
own
like,
stories, right?
yeah,
And
that was
same
the
thing,
best
we
part.
had
Yes,
wrestlers
yes.
and action figures, and even taking our sisters' toys and incorporating them and beating them up just because they were technically girl toys, but
Yeah.
like it didn't matter. Like you were a
Yeah.
kid and you were using your
Yeah.
imagination, and that's one of the joys about being a kid, right?
Yes.
So I love that aspect of the story, and it was it did have those sad moments like damn that's a harsh truth, right?
Yeah.
Like this is kind of the world that we live
Yeah.
in,
Yeah. Yeah.
and all these kids are only on their phones or their iPads or just anything that has to do with electronics, right?
Yes.
um and of course, the way they spun it, the way they laid it out, and then just the comedy behind it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it was just, I thought it was a great
I
movie.
I thought it was great, and I so there was a very good C plot because there was a B plot, which was Woody and Buzz. Jessie was the A plot in this movie. They let
Sure.
her take the lead, which was fine. I
Yeah.
actually didn't. She what you call it? Such a great actress, anyways. It's easy, right?
Joan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joan Cusack. So then the C plot, which was hilarious, which was all the buzzes. They were, and they don't tell you what they're doing at first. They're just doing things, and you're like,
Yeah, I think everyone was confused about what the heck was going on,
yeah,
and that they were new,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, because they all and they're all Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. And let me ask you this, because I
Yeah.
actually said this. So I took my boys, right? So I took
Mhm.
Pudge, I took Santino, I took Renz,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually asked them after the movie a few different things, but this one was the one because I was like, the other girl who lived on the farm,
Yeah.
Jesse's old house, she was like only like 10.
Yes.
But why did I feel like they made her and she looked like a teenager to
Well,
me?
here's the thing. So I actually seen this, and I'll send it to you. And I should have saved it, but they actually so in the first movie, Andy's like 6, but he looks 12. Like they were doing the comparison of
Sure,
like
sure.
ages, and they're like how like they look messed up because
Yeah.
it just doesn't look right. But yeah, you're right. She did look
I
like
thought she would look old. Well, she looked older, even
she
if
looked
they said her
14,
age.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, she's relating to Bonnie, but I asked the boys that, and they're like, yeah, I agree. I thought she looked a little bit older. And again, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, I thought the old tech was perfect, bro. The
Yes.
comedy in
Yes.
that
Yes.
helped. It was just, it was a
No, it
great
was
movie,
good.
bro. It
It
was a
was
great
very
movie.
good.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the
And
old tech that what I thought really worked was the toilet paper.
yeah.
Like it's like because it's like easy comedy, but they made it work, and it was like it had meaning,
And
and
it was
like
clever.
yeah,
And like I said, it had good humor. Where kids can enjoy it, adults can
yes,
enjoy it.
yes,
And no, I definitely would see it a few more times in the cinema. I thought it was a great film.
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. So I was very happy with what they did with it. And it's funny, I actually watched a clip today. Quentin Tarantino,
Uh-huh.
and he talks about it. He's like, he loves the Toy Story trilogy. He's like, every film was great. And he's like, and I thought they did part 3 so perfect. He's like, he has never seen 4, and he does not want to see 5. He was like, they did not have to. And he's like, and I get why they did. He's like, but 3 was so perfect, and you ended it so well. You didn't need a 4. You didn't
Yeah.
need a 5. And he's like, so for me, he's like, I'm a huge fan. I love it, but
It had to leave
he
it.
will never
Yes,
watch 4 or
yes,
5. He
yes.
loved 1 through 3 and the way they
Yeah,
ended 3.
yeah.
And I'm like, that is very fair.
That is fair. Because they ended Andy's trilogy. Let's make that known. It's Andy's trilogy, the end, and then now this is Bonnie's and Claire. It looks like they're gonna do a 6, and then they're gonna be done. That's if I were to predict anything. It looks like they'll do a 6th one and be like, all right, well, this is can be the end of this trilogy.
I think you could probably go as far as you wanted because it's toys at the end of the day. As
Mhm.
long as it doesn't become like a Fast and the Furious where now you're just doing ridiculous things
No,
and
and
you're in
well,
the 20th movie.
even like thinking about like the 5th one, I'm like, they actually took like each film is 1 and 2 were the closest. 3 was like way after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
4 even was like in the middle of all that,
Yep.
and then 5 was It's been I think 4 came out in 2018, 19.
Mm.
So it's been almost a decade. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're just throwing
Yeah,
them
yeah,
out
yeah.
there, which is cool. It's not. You can tell that they really want to take their time and they really want to make it work and make sense and not just do whatever like
Yeah.
off the wall things.
Yeah.
And it helps, right? It helps the franchise be successful every single time because they're bringing out
I
these
love it, man.
great films.
Like I said, I want to go see it again. So
Right? Let's go.
mm.
See what I mean? Look at this guy.
Anyhow,
We're still on movies. So Rocky, I see that's
so you know me, man. I love my movies. I love
mm-hmm.
my movies, and it's funny. I don't. So I was talking to Sylvia because I watched 1, 2, and 3 recently because they're all on Netflix right now, and then they put all the creeds up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hope maybe one day I can ask the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Sylvester Stallone, Sly,
Mm-hmm.
because I think I view Rocky differently, especially
Okay.
at this age.
Okay.
So Rocky, in my opinion, after like watching it 100 times, bro,
Mm-hmm.
probably more than that. I've watched all five, and even Balboa. Like I loved Balboa when it came out in like
Mm-hmm.
'05 or '06. I haven't watched that one probably as many as I have the original five, but I just love the story. You just love the underdog story, and I've always been a Sylvester Stallone fan.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so I just love those movies. Anybody who like knows I can watch Rockies all day long. But recently, I started just looking deeper into it, especially like part one. Right,
Mm-hmm.
Rocky just loves life, bro.
He's a little autistic.
He loves life. If you really think about it, like he loves people. He wants to be good. He
Yes.
loves animals. He
Yeah.
loves, and it's like I think people think about it, especially like early on, like he's slow or he's
He's like,
just
hey,
been,
yo, let me go.
yeah,
Let.
he's
He's like, I'll buy some fish. You go on a date with me.
he's punchy, like but like that's not it at all. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
literally is in a I've been in a different like phase of my life where I'm like thinking about like spiritual things. I feel like he's blessed. He was created for a reason, and he when he loves someone, he loves them. Like he loved Adrian, bro. He
Yes.
loved Adrian to the point even when you get to Balboa, he never even moved on because that was his person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to part one, he saw something in her and he believed like this is someone that's meant to be in my life. And
Yeah.
I need to show her that she can trust me, right? And
Right.
that I'm good
Yes.
I'm here for her, right?
Yes.
Then he has these animals. He's like, "Hey, Adrian, I want to show you these exotic animals I
Yeah.
got, and they're turtles, right?"
Yeah.
Like his vocabulary isn't great, but he loves life, right?
Yeah.
He has turtles. He has a dog. He doesn't have everything, especially in those first couple movies where he's just trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But also, like, he doesn't have this weak quit mentality. He's just
Right.
kind
Right.
of say,
Right.
"Hey, there's a purpose, and I'm following it. I don't know what it is,
Right.
but I know I'm a fighter, right?"
Right.
And then as you go on, you start to see as he evolves and he's starting to get a little bit better and becoming a better man, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the goal,
Yeah. Absolutely.
to chase this version of a man that you want to be. And then we see that, even when you go to Balboa, he's got his restaurant, he's honoring his wife, he still goes and sees her every day.
Yeah.
He respects his son, he understands his son is kind of not like wanting to be in his life, but he's not trying to force it. Like he's just such a good dude, bro. And I'm like, I would love to ask Sylvester. I'm like, is that the true? Like, is that what you were trying to get out of it, or has no one ever felt that way? Like Rocky is, he's just special, bro. He
Right.
really is.
Yeah. No, you're right. He has, and even because even when he grasps something great, he starts having fears of other things and anxieties of other things. In the third film, I mean, was it the third film or second film where he has the beach speech or the beach speech?
So that's Rocky 3 when
Yes.
he's fighting
Yeah.
Clever.
And he's having anxiety.
He's questioning himself
Yes.
because
Yes.
he felt
He's
like he was a fraud.
absolutely. By the way, happy National Mental Health yeah, awareness month.
There you go.
And this is a good
Yeah,
topic
man.
for it
Yeah, yeah.
because as men sometimes, I mean, we all face different battles, but we all have anxiety. Some people have higher anxiety, some people have lower, but we all face mental challenges that we don't always get to share with people. And if you really think about it, Rocky 3 was a great example of like getting past the masculinity and admitting that you're scared.
He was vulnerable.
Yes.
And it was hard for him to to
be that way because he's from New York, first of
yeah,
all.
he's got this persona like he has to be the tough guy
Yes.
always and protect. And Adrian now being the voice, right? Because
Yes.
he got her out of her shell to like say,
Yes.
hey, you are special, you're not dumb. Polly created this where she just didn't have
Right,
confidence in
right. She was
herself.
too timid about
And
everything.
after time, Rocky shows her like, no, you are special. And and then she get that opportunity to like, what's going on?
Right.
I can see you're not who you're supposed to be. And
Correct.
he finally breaks in, says, I'm afraid,
Yep.
I don't want to lose what I got. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that sense of like letting your guard down. And you're right, he's in his mind, he's doubting himself. He doesn't believe that he's as good as everyone
Believes
believe he is. And man, yeah, like I said, if you actually watch those movies and then you just take the actual exciting of the fights out of it and
Yeah.
just actually see the person,
Yeah.
the character that is
a lot
played,
of character development.
bro, it's so good. It's so good. And yeah, I was like, this time around, I felt differently about what I was watching.
Yeah.
And I think it is just because I'm in a different place in my life,
Yeah.
and I am seeing things a whole lot differently, and I'm believing a lot more of like, you just don't know
What somebody's going through.
what someone's going through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's that's the toughest part about life. It's easy to say I can do that. It's a whole different ball game when you're actually doing it.
Yeah,
know?
So yeah, I just think he's a great. I mean, he's a part of who I am. Like again, certain movies they've been with me my whole life.
You know what Sylvester Stallone's what's a great Sylvester Stallone film is, and I think it's so underrated.
Please tell me.
Copland.
Great movie.
Fuck.
Great movie.
I think maybe not better than Rocky, and but
No,
his
well,
acting was probably the best acting he's ever done.
Well, yeah, I think people would understand, like, even too, like, so after Rocky 5 was I think 90 or 91,
Yep.
he had a pretty good resume of movies in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Tango and Cash.
Bro, I think that was 88, but
Is
great
it?
film.
Still.
Your birth
Yeah.
year, possibly?
Yeah.
Love that movie. No,
Yeah.
you had, like, The Assassin with
Yes.
Antonio
Well,
Banderas.
okay, you gotta tell
You had
me.
Judge Dredd. You had Demolition Man.
There you go, Demolition Man.
With Wesley Snipes.
I was having this conversation with the lady because we were talking about sci-fis, and she was like, "What's the one with Wesley Snipes?" And I was like, "Man, I know it's Man something." I was like, "Repo Man." I was like going through and I was like, "I know it's Man. I 100% know at the end is
bro.
Man," but I couldn't remember.
So many good
Demolition
movies
Man,
he
yes.
made just in that 90s
Yes,
decade, bro.
yes.
He's so good, bro.
He is.
He's so good.
He
And then
is.
even when he started the Expendables
Oh yeah,
franchise,
fun,
bro.
fun franchise.
And then bringing
all
the
those,
80s,
yes,
action
80s,
star
90s,
bro,
and 2000s,
like,
like everybody together, like a
so
big mesh.
good, bro. Like so
Yes,
good, right?
yes.
And then he finally did what people were hoping for, that dream match,
Yeah.
Arnold and Sly together.
Yes.
Like, bro,
Yes, 110%,
so good.
very good.
Shout out to my man,
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone, man.
So still stay on this topic,
All right.
but Talia Shire, which is Adrian. Who is she? Who is the woman? Who's she related to? Do you know?
I don't know.
She's a Coppola. She's actually in part 2 of The Godfather. And she is one of the Coppolas. And you know who her son is?
I don't.
Jason Schwartzman.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also a Coppola.
Well,
He's another Coppola. Which, if you look at Jason Schwartzman and Nicolas Cage from here, they
You
look
see it.
exactly the
yeah,
same.
you can see it.
They look exactly.
I love that, man.
Yes.
It makes sense then.
Yeah.
It makes perfect
So
sense.
she, which I still wonder to this day why she didn't come back, because she's still alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, she never came back. But it's funny. So I actually seen an interview, with Jason Schwartzman talking about this, and he was talking about like he didn't know she was in Rocky because he said like they would be walking the street, and she'd like, and people would be like, "Yo, Adrian," and she would just like he'd like what are they saying at these? She'd be like, I don't know what they're talking about. And he said his mom was really like that character. Like she was
Yeah.
very shy,
Yep. Kept
very
herself.
kept to
Yeah.
herself, and very like timid. So she wasn't like
Yeah.
oh, I'm this person. Like
I love that, man.
yeah, so she was very like reserved. She was a reserved woman in real life,
Yeah, for sure. I like
and
that.
it just shows you how great of an actress she was to pull out like something that she's not and like put it in these movies
Yeah.
too. You know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so she's a part of the Coppola family.
Okay.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? Because it's just you're like, dang, how many are there of them? Like,
At this point, I'm sure we don't know.
yeah.
There's
Well,
that much.
so because the daughter, his daughter, the movie Lost in Translation.
Mm-hmm.
She directed that.
Nice.
Yeah, the one she's in the third film. She's the one who gets shot at the very end.
All right.
That's his actual daughter. But yeah, and fun fact, I'll give you one more fun fact.
Go for
The
it.
movie Her, which is done by Spike Jonze, which he's a famous director. He's done a few big films, is about the divorce to her, and the movie Lost in Translation is about their relationship failing.
Mm.
It's pretty wild to watch those two films, and both have ScarJo in it, which is crazier.
We love some Scarlett
We
Johansson.
we do, and they both have Scarlett Johansson, and it's just so ironic that she plays different characters. In
I
both.
think she said one of her favorite films that she did was
Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Very good movie.
And it was a different build that
yeah, I
we've
was
seen.
gonna say it brought Bill Murray's like kind of career back because he wasn't around.
No,
like,
but even him, like he wasn't never like that type of like actor, like where he did always like a lot of comedy,
yeah,
right?
he was super pan faced, right?
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
was like deadpan. So he would like his comedy style was kind of serious,
Yeah.
but he would deliver, right?
Almost like sarcasm.
Yes.
But
like
he could be funny, right?
yes, but yeah, that film he wasn't funny at all, and he was like he built his resume off that, and then after that he started doing more of those like dark comedies.
Yeah.
So I think Tom or Wes Anderson, don't kill me if you guys that might be wrong, because there's two Thomas Andersons. I think there's Thomas Paul Anderson, which is the one who did One Battle After Another, and then there's Thomas Wes Anderson, if I'm not mistaken, which does like the movie Rushmore and movies like that.
Yeah.
He's the one that does like all those like very dry comedy but like dark comedy ones.
All right.
But that's another crazy fact, by the way. There's two different Thomas Andersons. One's West and one's Paul.
Learn something new every day.
Yes, but boxing. Did you watch it over the weekend? Well,
So,
yesterday.
I saw clips of Emiliano Vargas,
Mhm.
and then I did see clips of Boots and Xander.
Yes.
And then I told you my barber,
Mm-hmm.
he fought on your birthday.
Correct. How was that?
He got the knockout.
Nice. Congratulations.
I saw clips of it though. It
Yeah.
looked like it kind of got a little messy in there, like
Mm-hmm.
some shoving. Looks like he almost fell out the ring, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ended up knocking him out. Nice right hand shot. Kind of like a looping overhand
Okay.
right. But yeah.
Nice.
6-0.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, I saw some clips. So talk to me about what you were looking at.
Well, I seen the clips of what's called getting the knockout with the good right hand, and then he came back and did it again, and
Yeah.
then they stopped the fight. Good win for him because he with the top 15 guy, because now this kind of puts him in the talks to fight.
Yeah, he's chasing a world title.
Yep.
Again, out of the three Vargas brothers, we've said it on camera, maybe off camera for sure. I've always believed that Emiliano, he's the youngest out of the three
Mhm.
Vargas brothers. He is the best of the three. Fernando Vargas Jr., I never was really sold on him, and then he kind of showed that when he took his first L
Yes,
a few months
against
back.
what's his name?
It just didn't look great, and
Because he fought the Canelo card, right? Is that the one that fought? The
I think it was on the Canelo card.
Yeah. So almost a year. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, because he fought. Yeah, and he fought that one Irish guy that fights for Zuffa boxing.
Yeah, and then Amato, he is probably the rougher one out of the three. He's more of
Yeah.
like a brawler. But again, I know those guys are now supposed to be going on into the bare knuckle.
Are they?
world. They are.
Okay.
Which I don't know how that's gonna really work out
Yeah,
for
it's a
them.
little different.
That's a different game. I don't think I'd ever want to go into that. That's
No.
just too brutal for
Yeah,
me
I agree.
personally.
I agree.
But no, I think Emiliano, he's definitely got the tools. He the boy can fight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think we still need to see him fight good competition to
Yes.
know what type of caliber. Like I believe he'll be a world champion,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be until we see him get in the ring with like the Ryan Garcias and the Tanks and these guys who are champions at that level, um, to see what he's really got.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's gonna take a little while. I mean, and he's kind of been moving. He's moving and moving and moving, and but we'll see.
No,
I
he's
mean,
young.
how young is he?
He's early 20s.
Okay, so he's really
But I
young.
think I like that too, right? So if you think about his dad, right, Vargas,
He was already fighting. Yes.
bro, they pushed him, and again, boxing was a lot different too back in those days,
Uh
and
huh.
I think I'm not mad at them, but I believe or how I feel is because I see some of the comments, and a lot of people see that he's got a lot of the talent and tools to be a world champion, but now that he's kind of up in that 20 win column mark, that's where the question is gonna be like, okay, well, who has he fought now? And that bothers me a little bit because I'm like, your first 10 fights or so, maybe 15, like those are supposed to be learning fights,
Yes.
right? Building you up, giving you the experience, and then when you start getting around the 17-0, 18-0, 19-0, 20-0, now you start kind of
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
leveling up in the
Oh
competition,
yeah.
right? So I think that's where uh they're gonna see that if he's truly
As good as yeah.
as we
Yes.
hope he is,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But I believe he can. But um, you know,
He's got good boxing skills.
yeah,
That
he's
that's
got
and
good
he's got
speed.
great power
Yeah,
too.
good speed, good power.
Yeah.
We don't. He hasn't. I mean, he's been hit, but he's getting hit by lesser talent. So to see him actually, the big question would be once he gets in there with a better fighter
Yes. Where's his skills
who
gonna?
could
Yeah.
pop. How is he gonna handle that?
What weight class is he at?
I think they're fought at 40, maybe 35.
Okay, so he's a littler guy, right?
Yeah.
Right now, at least.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I think I'm excited to see what happens with them, and then I'm looking forward to even. I told you before, like I like Ryan Garcia. I
Yes,
think he
Ryan,
is
Ryan's great.
a great fighter.
Very underrated.
He's
He-
still got some things to tighten up, but no, he's
Mhm.
still young too. 26, 27 years old, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Young guy, but yeah, I think it's exciting to see young talents like that in the game. So
I know they wanted him to fight Ben. What's the British guy's name? Ben.
not Whitaker, not the guy who just fought.
No. But Ben Whitaker did.
Connor
good-
Ben.
Connor Ben.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Connor Ben. But I don't know.
I
If
think
it's
they were
gonna-
trying to push that fight. I know he was on Ryan Garcia went on the Late Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
And he mentioned
Connor Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. Connor Ben. He's okay. I don't know if he's as good as they think he is. But I think it would be good for Ryan to get that win because if they can make the fight happen.
yeah, he definitely needs to have a because it'll be his first title defense, right?
Mhm.
He needs definitely to get the caliber of fighter and then get that first title defense under his belt. That's when they consider you actually, you're the true champion now. Not only have you won the title, but then you've also defended the title.
Absolutely.
And again, boxing works funny, and then everyone's got their opinion. But no, I'm a fan of it regardless. At the end of the day, and I'm excited to see where these young guys go. So
Yeah, me too. I mean, there's a couple good young guys, and we've talked about this in the past already. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Ryan's out here just being Ryan, kind of going around and
man, he makes me laugh. So I don't know if you've been watching. Like, I
seeing
guess
some of his clips.
yeah. Like, so
Yeah.
he's been streaming
Yes.
with Ray,
Yes.
and I think what I like about it too, and it's kind of like how I'm viewing like what we're doing. Especially, I know you made a comment episode or two about my work
Yeah.
reels and the content.
Yes.
And like for me, I told you it's like this is giving me an opportunity to show a side that people
yes.
really don't get to know of me.
Yes.
And I think that's what Ryan's doing, and I like it even
Yeah.
that
Oh,
much
yeah.
more, right?
For
'Cause
sure.
he's kind of like letting his guard down and
Yeah.
having fun and kind of just being in that moment.
Uh-huh.
So it's funny. I love to watch
No,
the
it's
clips.
It
bro.
is funny. Him and Ray together are hilarious.
Just great energy, great
Yes.
chemistry.
Yes.
Even oddly enough, and this is kind of why I asked about the live thing, and we can talk more about it in a minute. But
Hmm.
like Adrian Broner
Yeah, oh my gosh.
and Dean,
Yes, Dean the Great.
bro,
Yes.
like together,
Yes. They're funny.
they're funny, and I'm like, it's again, and we
Again, because it shows you. Here's the thing, and I'll say this: I was never an Adrian Broner fan, and I've become a fan of like his streaming.
his streaming, right?
Yes.
Because as a fighter, I always thought he was a decent fighter.
Yes.
He wasn't like the Floyd. People were trying to hype him up that he
Yes,
was going to
yes.
be the next Floyd. I
It
never
was
believed
always
that.
well. His biggest flaw always was defensively. He just once he got in trouble, he couldn't get himself out.
And then too, a lot of that I think for me, and then maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not trying to act like I know everything, but
No.
I feel like because his ego was too big, and then I feel like he was his own enemy. He got in his head,
Yeah.
thinking like these guys aren't better than me. In reality, it's like you don't think it, show it, kind of
Yeah.
thing, right?
Oh yeah. For
When
sure.
he fought like the top fighters,
100%.
But the dude had skills.
No, great. Even now, like when he, I think one of the major clips he does, a lot of people probably have seen his pullback right hand, which that I'll say this, that looks still nasty
I'm
to
sure,
this day.
exactly, and I feel like if he were to get in shape, he probably could still do very, very well in the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think him streaming is it's funny. I can't help but watch and
For
just see
sure.
what the hell
No, it's
they're
funny.
gonna say.
Yes,
bro.
they did a clip where they were going back and forth in the car of like they were playing diss songs on each other. I thought that was hilarious because they're just it was like it was one of the songs. So go at this point. He's like, use a ho, oh, use a. I mean, like stuff like that. I'm just like hilarious.
Yeah, man, it's funny. But yeah, what you got for me, or that's at.
For me, that's it.
Well,
we're really like.
I know we're good, so that kind of helps me. So that's why I was asking about not so much. Well, one, yeah, like do you believe? And I'm asking you. And again, the fans can also let us know, and the supporters and our friends and family, right? Because we haven't done it yet, where we've done the pod live.
Yeah.
So like basically, we record our episodes and we upload them, which you guys know that.
Yes.
So one, I guess we could maybe talk about it, or even let them respond. Like,
yeah,
are we ready, or should we start going lives on the podcast?
I mean, technically, we do it live because we don't really edit. We don't
edit. No,
we don't edit nothing.
Like, just upload the whole episode.
Yeah, so it's not like it would make that big of a difference. Now, people don't show up, then we'd just be doing it, which is fine too, because we'd still do it. We would just be recording it and doing it live. Yeah, like I said, I'd be down for either way.
You could try it. See what.
Because here's the thing, and here's the biggest thing: it wouldn't change anything.
No,
we might see feedback.
Well, that would be the thing. We might just get another setup so we can kind of see if people are commenting, things like that.
110%.
So yeah, that was the reason why I asked that. And then I guess the second part of that is, do you think we also, because again, everyone's kind of doing it, and I don't know if it'll be something that we would really want to, but I feel like a part of me is just curious about it. Is streaming, not necessarily like the pod, like
just doing streaming, just live, like
kind of like how, like I said, you're seeing like another one, Rampage, bro.
Yes.
Freaking hilarious, right?
Yeah.
So like I see these guys, and they're streaming just for a couple hours. If they're here, they're there, and I feel like maybe a part of me wants to say, would just give it a shot and see if we get some engagement, or just have some fun with it, right?
You know what? I'm okay with whatever.
So
you would have to pick the platforms, but I'd be down to do whatever.
Why do I got to do everything?
This is the project, man.
We
got Project Pat over here.
This guy, he's like, my brother does this, my brother does that. I just show up because he wants to be, and you are the star of the show.
Never.
You are the star of the show.
That's not true.
I'm so jealous.
You're the star. Listen, you put the show together. You upload the show. This is your equipment. I'm just here to look pretty and answer questions. And
here's the thing. There is no show without you.
No, you could do a one-man show. You'd be like, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Okay, well, and that would be the name of it. One-man show.
One-man show.
The No, man, I think these were just thoughts I was been having, and again, I get, you know, I just scroll all day and I see clips and I laugh and I'm like, man, I'm like, people today are just kind of doing whatever, and I don't want to be like following the trend, but I'm like, I think we have some good energy, especially like the night for your birthday. I
Hell
feel
yeah, that
like,
could have been a streaming
yeah,
night.
that could have been like a streaming night,
That could have
right?
definitely been a
And
streaming night.
just the good vibes and the good
Yes,
energies,
yes.
and I think too, what I kind of want is others who may not know us outside of like the clips
Kind of get more of a
get a little bit more insight, like
yeah, of
how we
course,
are. You know
of
what I
course,
mean?
of
And
course,
just kind of trying to open up our platform a little bit more.
100%.
Kind of almost kind of like behind the scenes.
Yes.
Showing them a little bit of like our day
Yeah, yeah,
outside of just the pod and the
yeah,
clips, even
yeah,
though we're
yeah.
sharing our lives, right?
Absolutely.
But to kind of see us in that moment in
Right.
real time.
No,
So,
that's true. I mean, that is true. Hey,
all right, so you're my cameraman.
yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we'd have the dual camera.
Bro, we're doing so good. We got about 5-10 minutes. If you
I
want to
could-
wrap it up, we can. Is there anything else you want to ask me today?
Anything else that I want to ask you? That's a good question. Did you have fun on Saturday night?
I did, man.
Yeah.
Again, I was just happy I was able to not let you down for one.
You'd never let me down.
Well, I feel like I have.
No. Here's my thing. One thing I've learned, I've had like almost 20 parties in the last 20 years. So when people don't show up, two things I've been learning is less people are showing up, which is fine. New people are showing up, which is great. But if people don't show up, they've shown up. They've shown out more times than I could ever ask for. So if you're like, I can't make it, I'd be like, all right. Like,
Well, I
you
think
know,
last year I said I was gonna go, and then I didn't
that's
go.
okay.
And I mean that may be okay for you, but it's
Even
not okay for me.
even then, the last this year was a little different, but last year was very prompt too because one of my best friends from Hawaii came into town and asked me before she was coming. She told me like 2 weeks prior to coming, she was like, "I'm gonna be here for a month. What are we doing for your birthday?"
Gotcha.
And I was like, "Geez, I wasn't gonna do anything." And I was gonna just be done last year with doing anything. And then I was like, "Well, we can do Boogie Fever because we did Boogie Fever
You
last
love
year too."
Boogie Fever.
It's a great place.
How many
though.
times have you had your birthday at Boogie Fever? I feel like 4 times.
Yeah, I think 4 times now.
All right.
And we were gonna have couple years. The year that we got all that rain, but everybody was too scared. They were too scared to go out there because that was the the day before my actual birthday is the day that all that water got was like high.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like we got all that rain. So nobody wanted to drive out to Ferndale, which was totally fine with me. But yeah, it would have been like 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
All right.
But yeah, so yeah, I like Boogie Fever. It's fun. The music's kind of like
I enjoy the music.
no, the music's great.
80s, 90s,
80s, 90s,
2000s,
2000s.
today.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
like it.
a little bit today,
Yeah.
like they really
Like some mashup type stuff.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
not like overly like we've said hip hop, which I
Yeah.
like hip hop. I just don't want to hear it the whole time. They play the 80s songs I like. They
Yeah,
play
yeah.
the 70s, some 70s music because they're a disco place at the end of the day. And they played the song which I themed my birthday around, and that was kind of funny, which was "One More Time" by Daft Punk. You
And they
know,
played a couple of Mom's favorite songs. I
yes,
mean, yeah, it was a
they
great
played
night.
"Come On, Eileen."
Yeah, it was a great song, or great night, I should say.
Yeah.
And no, I think yeah, I was very just happy that I was able to be there with you. I got to
Wait,
see
so
Chris.
yeah, because what happened last year? There's a reason. You had an actual reason because you were
Something came up, I believe.
Yeah.
But no, man, I looked forward to it, and
Yes,
I
Chris
told Sylvie.
came. Chris comes every year.
And shout out to our boy Chris,
Yes,
man.
Chris comes every year.
He's such a good dude, and
Yes.
I do want to shout out one of my buddies, Abel Perez. I saw him at softball last week. We actually played against his family, and he shows me so much love. And he's been messaging me.
Good guy, Abel.
He's been seeing my content at work, and then he messaged me. He's like, "Bro, I love what you and your brother are doing with the podcast." He's
Yeah.
like, "It's so good. It's so genuine."
Yeah.
And I love
Hey,
hearing that.
and an avid comic book guy too. Like we found
No,
that
no,
out.
different. This is a different Abel.
Oh, different Abel.
Yeah, so you're talking
Whoops.
about my buddy Abel Sierra. I'm
There
talking
you
about
go.
my buddy Abel Perez.
Too
But
many.
shout out to my other buddy Abel Sierra because he is a huge comic fan,
He is.
and I think he actually wants to partake when
In
we
the
go
Spider-Man?
see in the probably Spider-Man.
Oh,
for
in Endgame.
Endgame for sure,
Endgame.
for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, because that's a brother trip. So yeah,
Yeah.
more the merrier.
No, man. So I'm so happy when I run into someone, and then that's kind of like the first thing they've been telling me is they love what we're doing, they love the podcast, they love the clips, and ultimately, they love the fact that you and I are just
Yeah,
giving this brotherly bond. You know what I mean?
bonding
So,
for sure.
and like I said, your friends the same thing. There was like, I love the podcast. I was like, oh man, it's so cool to hear it. And sometimes it's crazy. And you tell me, man. And I told this to Sylvia. I was like, sometimes I forget that it's out there,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I'm like,
Well, even like one of our clips, which for us this is a lot. I can't remember which clip, but I think got like 41 shares. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because that means that sure there were some people that we knew, but there was probably a lot
Yeah.
of people that just shared that by themselves, and I was just like, that's insane.
Yeah, it's a
that
good
this
time,
actually
man.
got 41 shares. Which, and again, because that means that 82 people have seen it because somebody has shared it with them.
That's it. So
You know?
cool to see the numbers, and then I know I get the notifications and like this video's got 500 views, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's awesome, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and then we've had a couple that have hit like 1,000, 1,500, and I'm like, bro, it's awesome. And yeah, I think it's exciting too because even the follower engagement on both of the platforms on TikTok and Instagram, I would say it's a good mix of people I just don't know at all
Right.
who are just coming across it and liking it, and then of course our friends and families and supporters of us, and a
Yeah.
combination. It's give and take. Your friends, my friends, and it's just been a great experience, man.
As it should.
And again, I
It's-
was just
It's the experience of the Half Brother podcast.
oh my goodness, and that's how we're gonna end this episode 11, baby. Hey man, again, happy birthday.
No, happy birthday to you.
It's not my birthday,
I
bro.
know.
I'm
it's
not-
coming though.
I'm not 38.
Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you. All right.
Well then, that's how we're gonna end up here. And love you, bro.
Love you too. I'm Rico Classic. Shout out to Hulk Hogan.
And I'm Xavier Basic. Shout out to Rico Classic.
Oh shit, basic.
And we're